Hey Yarn Crawlers, Cindy Telesack here with my assistant
Victoria Reyes.
Hey guys,
Greetings.
oh man, we are so excited. You guys have done such a great job. It was a fantastic crawl. Best one ever.
I think so.
I do too.
Easily.
I do too.
Easily best one ever.
Gotten a lot of feedback that sort of leans that direction too, so we're really, really proud of you guys. We have some stuff to tell you. We have a really big announcement, huge, like please be sitting down and not driving announcement. But first we have some other business, and I wrote things down because I get off track if I'm not careful. So
happens.
We've been getting some feedback from some crawlers, and if you haven't had the opportunity to give us your feedback, we still want it. Email me or post it to the Facebook or Ravelry or someplace.
Or fill out the form. That would be the best.
Yeah, well let us know, and I'll send you the link to the form if you can't find it. Because this really, really is helpful to have all this feedback. We're learning some things, some stuff we already knew, kind of knew, but...
like you want to make it longer.
No, stop!
Oh my gosh!
The next person that says make the crawl longer.
I'm wrapping you in eyelash yarn and baking you in the sun.
Exactly, exactly. We've threatened that before. But the cool thing was, in all this feedback that we've gotten so far, we learned that 20% of you are brand new crawlers for the very first time in 2018.
Wow.
Which is fantastic, because this is our goal, is to make sure every knitter, crocheter, yarn artist in the Metroplex knows about the crawl and knows where they can go to get what they need. The indies, the shops, everything is at their disposal. Because really, our overarching mission is to keep our shops healthy and thriving. And what they need to do that is customers. I mean, that's really the hard line, is they've got to keep the lights on and the rent paid. So our job is to help them get lots of people through the door. That's what the crawl is for. That's what Evency is for, to get people into the door. That's what all of our little contests are for, prizes are for, to help our shops stay really going strong, because we need them. We cannot afford, you know, we've lost some, and it's not good. It's not good. So we don't want that to happen anymore. Another cool thing that we learned through our feedback is that our shops really did do well this year. 75% of the shops that we've heard from so far have said that they got more crawlers and they made more money than ever before. So good going, crawlers.
Nice work. Way to keep the road hot, people.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Tearing it up. You know, all for yarn. Like our little meme today, a lot of people like that. You know, you were heroes. You
all are heroes.
You rescuing that yarn off of those shelves. That was fantastic.
Good job.
So you guys are turning in your passports. That's really awesome. We've gotten over 120 of them in so far, but I know there's a lot more still out there. Get them in, because you will not believe the prizes we have to give away. They're
beautiful, people. They are totally beautiful and totally worth it. So get those passports in. Come on.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
We actually had some of our indies, you know, participate by bellying up some really amazing yarn this year. So we're kind of covered up in the good stuff.
They're gorgeous.
Get your things in. The prizes are coming. Not to mention, you know, we've got a ton of road warriors as usual.
Yes.
So we've got prizes coming from Stitches and Dye to Spin provided those amazing project bags and yarn.
And don't forget, Nurse Kimber Knits was the one that made the bags.
She put them all together.
They
our
are
local
beautiful
friend.
Yes.
Sarah from Handmade Saori is giving away a weekend for two.
What?
Yeah. For two. Zen kind of getaway weekend to learn how to knit, how to
weave.
Thank you.
On the Saori looms.
The Saori loom. And everybody got a chance to try those.
Yeah, they're way cool, and I'm totally jealous. So hopefully...
Exactly. We'll get down there sometime.
Yeah, you know, maybe we'll take a vacation too.
And then Fiberfest has offered us some major things, like 3 classes, which is a lot, plus a Friday night thing, and then other prizes are more Friday night things and a class. So I mean, it's just, don't dilly-dally. If you're wondering, should I get my passport in? I only have a couple of stamps. The answer is yes.
Duh. Get it in.
Do it.
Come on.
Do it. All right. Let's talk about a little bit of our history, because we're leading up to our big announcement.
Let's reminisce.
It was 2 yarn crawls ago. It was yarn crawl number 5, when we learned that Stitches was coming to DFW. And we all freaked out because they were going to be here in September and we were planning to go in October.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we learned about it in time that we could, because we're lean, mean, and low to the ground, we could totally change our whole strategy, and we moved the Yarn Crawl to August. So if you new folks are wondering, why on earth are we crawling when it's 4,000 degrees out, my kids just started school,
and we're making sweaters.
That's right. What even are we thinking? That was the whole deal. So Stitches came 2 years, and so every year we preempted them by coming first, and y'all bought a lot of yarn, and I don't know what kept Stitches from coming back, but they have decided now that they are not going to come back anymore.
I think we scared them.
Could be.
We're
could
mean.
be. But I have to say, Benjamin, if you're watching, thank you.
Oh.
Benjamin Levisay is the CEO of XRX, which is the parent company of Stitches.
Yes.
And Benjamin bent over backwards to be nice to us in the DFW yarn community when he realized that, you know, maybe that wasn't the best thing for him to do. And as a result, he has been the supplier of the Road Warrior prizes for 3 years.
Yes,
I mean,
and they've been awesome.
Yeah, ponied up a chunk of change the last 2 years so that everybody could have a t-shirt. And although not everybody picked them up, which is part of the problem.
Turkeys.
I know.
Come get your t-shirts, you silly beasts.
I know. But this year we have those fabulous bags and yarn kits.
Oh,
so
they're so cool, y'all.
it's unbelievable.
It's going to be awesome.
So that's a little bit of our history. And as you know, we've already talked about our mission. And we have worked really hard every year to make everybody happy. We want to make the shops happy because that's why we're here. And we know that to make the shops happy, we have to make the crawlers happy.
Yes.
So we keep coming up with things that we hope will be fun or crazy or wild or motivating to get you out of your comfort zone, out of your little rut, and to go visit something and do something new.
It's true.
And y'all have done it. You
It's
really,
been fun.
you really have. Now, we don't always hit it out of the park.
Ooh, no we don't.
Sometimes we come up with ideas that are kind of terrible.
Got a bug in my nose.
But you know, that's how we learn. And we thank you for being patient with us. Every year we learn more and more and more. We go, that was a great idea. That idea can go in the rubbish bin. That was dumb. Don't do that again. You know, Evency was at first, the very first year, we didn't know how to play. It took us a while to figure it out.
They programmed it for us,
Yeah,
which Dylan was great, and he was super helpful, but
it was a new concept.
love you to death. I think I fixed it.
You did better.
We had to fix it.
Did better. So,
yeah.
The last 2 years we've gotten better at better. The crawlers have figured it out, the shops have figured it out, and Victoria made it a lot more streamlined this year. Again, on the third year we made it a little bit better.
Finally fixed most of it.
I've heard, again, the feedback that getting the pictures was way better than all the codes.
Yes, and it worked so much better for me since I was still at work, so thank you guys for taking all the pictures. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
The
and
pictures
just
are
so you
wonderful.
know, that was public.
Yeah.
That gallery was public. So if you want to download the pictures or even just peruse and have a cackle, they're still up.
Yeah, pull it up on your app and you can download the whole gallery, and it is just a hoot fest.
It is. It's pretty hysterical.
That is awesome. Okay, so here's what we're leading up to, and this is hard.
You ready?
Okay, so about, I don't know, a little, not quite a year ago, I started feeling like maybe it was time for me to move on from the crawl. And I just kept pushing the idea back. I'm like, no, I can't give it up. I can't give it up. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to make everybody happy. It's hard for me when I don't make everybody happy, but that's the way it is. And so I pressed on and I pressed on. And then finally this year, it really just came to a head, and I realized my life is changing. I have new opportunities for some more education, maybe graduate education. You know, when the farm started to change, when I started losing my animals, I could really tell something is going on in my life. But I was afraid to tell Victoria because I didn't want to disappoint Victoria. So finally in June of this past year, I broke her the bad news.
Yeah. And it actually worked out perfect.
Yeah. I mean, first you were pretty sad.
I was pretty upset. I might have cried a little.
Yeah. But then what happened?
And then I got a job. I didn't know it was even going to be a thing.
And you got the best job ever.
And I got a great job. So I now have 139 faces looking up at me, expecting me to lead them into the future, which is terrifying.
So for
but
you
awesome.
that don't know, Victoria is now a health sciences teacher to freshmen in Capel. Capel High School?
Capel, the freshman center.
Yeah. So yeah, she is a full-time teacher and still a part-time professional athletic trainer. So it's like no moss growing on this kid as usual.
Nope, none.
So our lives just filled up, and we thought it's hard enough to do this, you know, with only 2 of us. And, I mean, 4 people should be doing this.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
easily.
to do it super, super well.
Easily.
You know all those balls that are up in the air that we drop from time to time? If we had 4 people, fewer of those would happen.
Right.
And a lot more things would happen a lot more gracefully.
Much more efficient, potentially. A
yeah.
lot less late nights, because we stayed up way late some nights.
Oh, yeah. We start working a little bit in January, but by February, all the cylinders are clicking.
Full
So
bore.
we work full bore from February through past the end, through September. Like right now, we are still collecting passports. And we're going to be doing prizes and all
Drawing
that kind
for
of
prizes.
all that fun stuff. So it's a big job. We have loved it. It's been 7 years of my life. I have to tell you, that very first crawl, oh my goodness, it dawned on me, this was in the summer, it dawned on me that DFW did not have a crawl. I mean, Portland had a crawl, New York City had a crawl. Can't remember if LA did yet, but in the big cities they were having crawls, and I thought, why doesn't DFW have a crawl? So I started doing some research. I started calling some yarn shops and found out that, and it's because somebody has got to do the work.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work, people.
And yarn shops are busy. If one yarn shop starts it, then all the other yarn shops feel like then it's not their crawl. You know, so it needed to be somebody objective.
Yeah, somebody that knew yarn but wasn't quite in it.
Right.
If
right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started making some phone calls. I didn't even know yarn shop owners, and many people don't think of me as introverted, but I really, really am. I do not like picking up the phone and calling people I never met before, and then particularly asking them for a bunch of money, like, hey, would you pay me and I'll organize a crawl.
Yeah. We're good house hermits, people.
That was crazy. That was crazy. A big, big stretch for me. So we did it, and we did it in 6 weeks. 6 weeks of prep. Now, it wasn't very sophisticated, you know, it was kind of, it was fast. We threw it together, but it was the beginning. And we've grown and grown and grown ever since. So it's just been a journey near and dear to my heart. And I've grown to love all the shops. I've met so many knitters and crocheters and
so
now
many
weavers.
friends.
And oh my gosh, you guys are like my family now. So the idea of setting this down is really painful. I think I already have phantom limb pain.
Ooh.
I know, it's really bad.
I don't think I've gotten there yet, but I am confused about what to do with my life now.
She only has like 86 sweaters on the needles.
No big
folks.
deal.
So yeah, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about me.
So really, here's where we are. I'm confident that there's probably somebody out there who would be like, hey, I'm smart, I can do this, and I'm just gonna do it. And you know, if you know me, you know that I'm a real free market advocate. I have no monopoly on yarn crawls in this area. Anybody could just start up their own thing and totally change the rules, change everything if they wanted. But as another option, if there's somebody that would like to build on what we have laid the foundation for, we've laid a very good foundation. We've learned all kinds of lessons. Do this, don't do that, don't
Live
do that.
and learn.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't ever do that again.
Terrible choice.
We've had a couple of those.
Yeah, we've had some of that.
If there's somebody that's interested in that, I mean, I have the BAFO URL.
Whoa.
We have our brand new logo, which is the bomb.
Beautiful.
We've
Thank
got
you, Chris.
buttons and pins, and we've got mailing lists, and we've got, 7 years of experience in
We've got
this
a lot.
market. If there's somebody that would like to kind of pick up where we left off, contact me. We'll talk about it.
Good luck.
Yeah.
May the
So,
odds be ever in your favor.
again, this has been really, really hard decision coming to, and I'm so sorry. Along the crawl, it's been so hard. We've been biting our lips people go, hey, next year let's do this, next year, and Victoria and I just look at each other and a little tear runs down the side of our face and we nod because we really didn't want to spoil anything this year by letting the cat out of the bag too early.
Yep. Yeah, we knew. So for all of you that we white lied to, we are so sorry. But we had to.
Yeah,
we just had to hold on.
We weren't gonna influence the crawl negatively by saying anything. So here's where we are. The cards are all out on the table. We are still going to see this crawl through to the bitter end, you know.
I've still got prizes, so come and get them.
We've got the stuff. Get your passports in. Some of the shops have already sent me their little packets of prizes.
Packets.
But the address to mail your passport to is right on the passport itself. So look on the passport, mail it in before next Sunday.
Yes.
And we will enter you for all these fabulous, fabulous prizes. And before we end, I just want to say I love you guys so much. You are my family, and I want nothing but the best for you. And if there's anything I can do, I may be helping some shops with some marketing or social media. That's still kind of up in the air. But if anybody needs that kind of help, I'm definitely available. And
I always need yarn, so I'll be around.
Oh yeah, you're not getting rid of us. We're not going anywhere.
Nope.
And yeah, it's not like we're just like you. Our stashes are too big, and we will not stop buying yarn.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry at all.
So yeah, not sorry. No, I have no regrets.
No regrets.
So God bless you. We love you. Contact us if you have any questions about any of this, and we will see you on the yarn trail.